pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? What a build-up here for this college football playoff quarterfinal game. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders against the Georgia Bulldogs. Before we kick off this playoff game, let's check with Holly Rowe on the sidelines.
I caught up with the Bulldogs head coach pregame. This is where all the bragging rights and all that has happened before is on the line. As you know, the Big Ten has won the last several national championships, and these SEC players want to let them know we are ready to compete. A lot on the line, a lot of bragging rights, but more importantly, an opportunity to move on to the next round of the playoffs. I expect there to be a lot of chirping back and forth here, guys. We'll see how it is down here on the field. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Holly. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. Oh, look out. He's got open space. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. A strong play by the Bulldogs' elite running back, and that'll make Georgia fans really happy, Joel, when they see an offensive line and a back running behind them doing well in a postseason game. A lot of good memories.
Got to be some of the best memories in college football. Chris, think about the lineage of backs and run game that they've had at Georgia. I think it's probably second to none, all the way back to Herschel, and then you got Gurley and Chubb and Sony Michel. He's
swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
What an outstanding job by this defense. We know this quarterback is electric, in particular when he gets loose. And here, even though he's able to break, contain, and get outside of the pocket, look at the pursuit, and they're able to cut off the angles and get him down.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. To throw, it's Stockton. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Chris, watching tape of this free safety, he's so good in this center field position. He's got man defense being played in front of him, and so he can float. Wherever the quarterback's eyes go, he goes. And watch as he just floats with the eyes, and then he's able to bat that ball away. What a good player.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The pass is intercepted. They get him down after the return, but that interception could be enormous. It's press coverage now from these DBs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. One of the things about this expanded playoff bracket that fans find so attractive, you're going to get numerous collisions between the two dominant conferences in the sport, the Big Ten and the SEC.
What a treat it is, Chris, because we know these conferences are the deepest and the best conferences in college football. When we get a matchup like this, it's time to just sit back and enjoy it. What a day. Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. It's Simmons. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. They continue to feed the reliable wide receiver. Joe, he told us he came to this program to play for a championship, and he's got his opportunity here.
This has just been such a tremendous fit. You come in here, obviously this program wanted to target the wide receiver position and bring someone in to solidify the outside. Meanwhile, he wanted to come in and compete for a championship, get more opportunities and more targets. All of those things have happened.
He goes out of bounds, spotted just short of the 20.
Well, you can see the great connection this tight end and quarterback have. And I got to tell you, a great tight end, it's like a warm blanket for a quarterback. Their matchup is always so favorable. It's a big target. They can run, soft hands. And if you've got one, target it.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Texas Tech, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. That's an impressive drive. This time they find rhythm, they execute, and they take the lead in this playoff game. That's big.
Well, it's certainly big, Chris. There's no doubt. You got the sense in those first couple possessions, these teams were maybe just feeling each other out, throwing a couple of jabs out there. But now you finally get the full game plan. And I got to tell you, I was very impressed with what they were able to do on the line of scrimmage and establishing the rhythm with their quarterback. If they continue to do that, this team's going to be in great shape.
Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. We'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. And the Bulldogs come to the line in a hurry up. You can just feel it. There's always extra G's from the Big Ten and the SEC collide. The SEC, of course, dominating the championship landscape for more than a decade, but the Big Ten flexing now, Joel, 3 years in a row.
Well, Chris, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And the title is going to go through one of these two conferences. In order for the Big Ten to get to the mountaintop, they had to go through the SEC. And now it's going to be vice versa. Right now, the Big Ten holds the title. The SEC wants it, and they want it back. Well, we knew they would start out with the run game. This running back has had over 1,500 yards. It's why he was a candidate for the Doak Walker Award. I love his speed and his vision. He's got to get established early if they want to have offensive success today.
They stop him with a 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
This guy has been one of the best running backs in the country all year long, and Georgia knows all about great running backs. Herschel Walker, Nick Chubb, Todd Gurley, DeAndre Swift, Sony Michel, Knowshon Moreno. This guy is in that lineage. We'll see if he can lead them to a championship.
Makes a quick grab. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Great swarming defense, but if you're going to catch that ball behind the line of scrimmage and you've got defenders all over you, you might want to just bat that one down and not take the loss. So a clear mistake from the offense, but again, this defense is just flying around, and they're playing so hard and so well right now.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Legs still churning, won't go down. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Back to pass. It's Hammond. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. It's Texas Tech on top right now. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Absolutely love this play call. I know it wasn't successful, but that's the exact situation where you want to take a shot. You feel like you're going to convert here on third down. You've only got inches to go. Why not take a shot and really force this defense to protect the entirety of the field? Just didn't go your way this time, but keep that in your back pocket.
Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And, in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You can kind of understand the drop because the defense was all over him.
And that one will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With two safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? To throw, it's Stockton. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He's in the clear. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. Very satisfying drive, and perhaps a relief to finally get into the end zone to match the score from the other side in this playoff game.
Chris, it can certainly present some nervy moments when you go down in a big game and be able to answer and match this score. This is a huge moment for this offense and this team, and now they can play with a bit more freedom, in particular on the defensive side, maybe get a little bit more aggressive. I think trying to create a turnover or a short field for their offense on the ensuing possession is going to be a big moment.
And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. Testing the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
A really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
We normally see this guy make this play, and as a big tight end, you've got to play through contact. You've got to expect that is almost surprised. He's got to make that catch.
On third down, he drops to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
And it's taken at the 25. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Using his legs, it's Frazier. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
And here's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
This is exactly what the defense is hoping for right here, Chris. A couple of stops, and now all of a sudden you've got an obvious 3rd and 6. You can get that pass rush going. You got to get after the quarterback, disrupt his rhythm. If they can do that, they can get off the field.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Chris, this is a great example of how to defend the RPO from a defensive perspective. Number one, your secondary player has to stay home and defend the pass. Then you've got to get off blocks up front and win your one-on-ones. If you can do that as a front seven, you can stop the run without the help of that secondary.
Hold on, Joe. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on 4th down at their own end of the field. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking to scramble. Trying to create here on the move. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Bring him down, but not before he converts that 4th down play. There'll be a rule down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
This is just a player making a play. He's able to get himself out of the pocket and free and still eyes downfield, creates a completion for a 1st down. Almost impossible to defend in this situation. The quarterback's doing too good of a job, and here the elusiveness. Eyes downfield, 1st down offense.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable 3rd down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
You make the stop, but it'll be 1st down from the 13.
Great example of an offensive play caller putting the defense in conflict, and he's utilizing the RPO, the run-pass option, to do that. That's a good decision from the quarterback. The defense cannot be right. They defend the run, you throw the football. You defend the pass, you run it. And they're able to do it here for a 1st down.
Stop for no gain. Excellent tackle.
Man, my favorite thing about corners is when they're aggressive and they tackle well. This is just an easy hitch on the outside. It's man coverage. And so this corner is on an island. If he doesn't make this tackle, it's going to be a big gain. And he steps up and does it beautifully. This guy is always willing to stick his nose in there for the tackle.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. He escapes the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that is such good timing by the defender. Chris, they're trying to get the ball to the tight end, but right as the ball arrives, you can tell there's some contact there, and he's able to jar it loose and create the incompletion.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it. No problem.
Well, that's a confidence boost for this team. It's a good quality drive, and you ended in points. I know they would have rather been in the end zone, but again, getting points on the board in this situation, that's solid for them.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Send the back in motion. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Simmons. And the defense storms, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off.
Great defense here and really good timing, because anytime you're going to bat that ball away, there's always a chance you're going to arrive too early and create a pass interference. But here the defender times it perfectly, swats it away for an incompletion.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Back to pass. It's Hammond. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass knocked down by the defense. Incomplete.
Boy, this defense is very good. I've been impressed, Chris, in particular on film, how many times they knock the football away. These defenders are just always in phase, make it very difficult on any offense to complete the ball.
Fielded at the 25. And the returner will be brought down. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Just get the sense that he's forcing the football down the field. That's a tight window throw, and he's trying to fit it in there, and it gets easily batted away. He needs to allow the offense to work for him and take what the defense gives him.
On the move now. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's incomplete. A last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. The Bulldogs will kick this away to start the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
Yeah, I love the timing here of this out route. Chris, this ball's got to be thrown before the wide receiver breaks. The quarterback understands that, and that's what he sees. It's also imperative that he knows that he's got off coverage from that corner. That corner needs to have what's called deep responsibility. If he does, it's considered free access. And all you need to do is throw that ball on time, which he does for the completion. Chris, I know this sounds crazy, but these are some of my favorite plays as a former quarterback. You get off coverage, and you can just take 3 yards. You take them, and now you're in manageable situations. So as a quarterback wide receiver, I know this looks like nondescript play, but, man, these are important. Creating 2nd and short, 3rd and short. Nice job by this offense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40. And they finally feature their elite wide receiver. We've been wondering, Joe, where is this guy? They haven't looked to him that much. May need to make the play to make up this deficit.
And, Chris, I will give this defense credit because they have rolled their coverage over the top of this great wide receiver. But as a quarterback, you're down in this game. Now it's the second half. At some point, you just got to say, I got to go down with my best. You got to target him, and you got to target him often. I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Could take. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Dogs. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. And they'll set up with PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. Dropping back, it's Hammond. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Short gain makes it second and long. It's tough against a defense like this. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, we've seen it all day long. This defense is right time, right place. And again, they hold them. It has been a frustrating day for this offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
I tell you, you got to play well on third down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on first and second. He's got to be great in situations. And one of those situations that I think about is third down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on fourth.
Well, they're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. Fourth down and 7. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Carter. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare.
That is such a deflating play for this defense. You've got them right where you want them. It is fourth and forever, and they still are able to get the conversion. This defense has got to do a better job, whether it's pressuring the quarterback, defending better down the field in coverage. They've got to get themselves off the field. Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
The Red Raiders will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Remember, Chris, you've got to secure the ball, then get the foot down, and he's able to do that. Then you got to maintain control through the process of potentially going to the ground out of bounds. He gets all three of those elements, and it's a first down. That's a really good job.
Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Here comes the pressure. Caught on the outside, it's Williams. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Third and short here in this playoff game. The 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on third down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, not all drops are created equal, and on third down, it just feels like a bigger drop. And trust me, nobody feels worse than this wide receiver. So as a quarterback, you go over to the sideline, you've got to make sure to go up to that player, and you've got to be a leader. Tell him, hey, we're going to come back to you. We need you the rest of this game. He cannot go in the tank after that drop.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down. So, the defense gets a stop. Offense turns it over on downs.
Boy, that's a frustrating situation. Fourth down, you feel like you can connect there, and the timing just wasn't there. And it just falls incomplete. Credit the defense. They made life difficult on this offense, and the quarterback was just never in rhythm on that snap.
Oh, he's got open space. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. And when you're ahead of the scoreboard, Joe, you'll love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage. I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle. Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Moves out of the pocket. And the defense forces him out of bounds. It's a short loss.
Chris, one of the things that goes most overlooked when you're talking about the pass rush is the coverage. And here, in particular in man, they're taking away the quick and easy throw, forcing the quarterback to hold the football, and allowing that rush to get home. It's a beautiful job of the combination, coverage and rush working together.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective, is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to throw play action, create some sort of little RPO, give the decision to the quarterback and not just calling this on the sideline. It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He's going to take off here. Not quite enough for the first down, but he was fourth down and just inches.
Come on, bro. I gotta go. I gotta be at the dentist in 20 minutes.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare. It's Georgia on top right now, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking for some space. It's Williams. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front. Chris, all game we've seen this defense fly around, and they're doing it again here. Just great contact, great physicality right at the catch point. It has been so difficult for this offense to find open space, create any rhythm. This has been a really tough day.
To be brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Comebacks are like puzzles. It happens one piece at a time, and this was a major piece of this puzzle. Had to get the conversion on third down, and they're able to get it. Now they've got to go quickly. Multiple possession deficit. They've got to move fast.
Dropping back. It's Hammond. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a ball placement issue in my estimation. This quarterback has got to frame up those slant routes. When I say frame them up, that means you got to put the ball right on the body of your intended target. Basically make it impossible for him to drop it. But when it's not in the frame, that's a tough catch, in particular because you're going to put some heat on that slant route.
Back to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And the Red Raiders will crank up the tempo. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
The quickest way to impact the passing game is to impact the timing of the passing game. And that's why this defensive staff talked to us about getting to the quarterback. And even if you're not hitting him, even if you're not sacking him, make him feel that pressure. And here he's clearly hurried, and that leads to the incompletion.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game. And the defense gets a 4th down stop. A huge moment in this playoff game. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Leaning on the run game here. Fights off a defender. Tough running to avoid a loss, and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Excellent play by this defense, getting that tackle for loss and creating a 2nd and long. And now from an offensive perspective, just get half of this back. This next snap is about creating 3rd and manageable. It's not about moving the chains.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. They're going to stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. To the air. It's Stockton. Here comes the rush. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, tough decision here for the head coach. I think they're probably going to punt this one away, rely on their defense. With this field position, I think that's what they need to do.
The Dogs will line up to punt it away. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And he doesn't field it cleanly. The ball is loose.
That is a back-breaking turnover for this team. They get the defensive stop and then fumble on the punt return. Man, you just hate to see it. Coach has got to be beside himself. Now this defense, which just got a stop, has to go back out on the field and get another stop, while the offense has a chance to run out the clock.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, as an offense, you've got to have better success on first down. Now it's an obvious passing situation. I've always felt you want to throw the ball when you want to versus throw the ball when you have to. This is a have-to situation, which means that pass rush is going to get going.
He's got room to run. Look out. Clean to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Georgia. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. Hand off to the single back. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quarterback now in the pistol. Looking to throw. It's Hammond. The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception.
Chris, in this situation down big, this 4 vertical route concept, just have it on repeat. You basically call it every single play.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
That was the most important play for this offense. Had to get the conversion if they wanted any chance in this game whatsoever. Now, put it into 5th gear. They've got to go fast and score in a hurry.
The Red Raiders line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw here. A deep shot to the left side. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And that play could end the season for this offense. For the defense, what an enormous play, Joe. So close now to moving on.
This group was confident all week that they were going to make the plays necessary to go out and win this game, and they've been able to do that on the defensive side. And I got to tell you, what a crushing moment for this offense. All of that work, all offseason, all season long, and it comes down to win or go home, and their season is likely over.
2nd and inches opens up the playbook. Will they take a shot here from their own territory? And now the running back's got it again. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a 1st down. That's just like a gimme putt in golf for a quarterback. You don't have to think, and you're still moving the ball down the field. That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front 7. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
They get him down, and that's how this game will end.